Hi, and welcome to Grace by Faith. I'm Rose Watson, and here on this channel, I share weekly stories and scriptures to help us grow our confidence in who Christ created us to be, specifically in the areas of ministry, motherhood, and marriage. So this week, I want to talk to you all about the paradox of the promise. But before we jump in, please like, share, subscribe. Put this info out here to anybody you think that may benefit from it. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Paradoxes of the promise. What is a paradox? A paradox is something that is illogical, just not likely to be true, but very true. Like, it's a principle that is always true, time and time and time again. It's always illogical. It doesn't make sense. It's irrational. Like, you just can't see it from like what's being said, but it is true. And that is the way that God works as well. Not just like in the English language in our conversations or stories we tell. Like, that's not only where paradoxes exist. It exists in our spiritual world. It exists in our relationship with our Father. So I want to talk to you a little bit about why it is so illogical when God has given you a promise, but all that you can see doesn't look like what he said. And so the paradox makes it illogical, because when you work out in the physical, I'm a big girl. So when I'm working out, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I don't feel like what my cells are doing on the inside and what my muscles are doing on the inside. They're strengthening. They're being reinvigorated. They are developing and growing stronger. I actually feel weak. When you this happens time and time again in our physical world. When you are in therapy, healing hurts. It is painful, but it is drawing you closer to peace, inner peace. And so we experience this in our physical world. So just know you're going to experience it in your spiritual relationship and walk with Christ as well. So in Genesis, God made a promise to Abraham. He said, surely I will bless you. I'm going to grow your inheritance, your favor with people. I am going to ensure that you have more descendants that can be counted with the sand on the seashore or the stars in the sky. When Abraham received that promise, it was after a separation from somebody that he loved dearly, his nephew Lot. It was after recognizing that I'm old in age and I ain't even got no heirs. God, how you gonna make me a promise about something like that when I'm past childbearing age? My wife is definitely past childbearing age. Like, it just didn't make sense, but God still made the promise. And so it is with our lives today. You may have had a separation from someone that you love dearly. You may be unemployed right now. That doesn't matter. The promise still remains. He made a dream promise to Joseph. And Joseph saw himself high, elevated, above star, moon, and the stars, sun, and moon. He saw people bowing down to him in his dream. But his reality was he was thrown in a pit. And then from the pit, he went to the prison. It was so illogical to think that he would be second in command in Egypt, in a foreign land. But God had declared it, and God is the one that brought it forth. So I just encourage you today to look at the paradoxes of your life. When you are dieting, you feel so hungry, but you're not hungry. You are actually building discipline on what you eat and how it fuels your body. When you feel alone, you are never alone, not with God. He said, I am with you, lo, even until the end of the world. God is always with us. He will never leave us or forsake us. When you are budgeting and sticking to healthy financial management, you're going to feel broke. You're going to feel like everybody doing something that you ain't doing. But you're not broke. you actually are preparing yourself to set up generational wealth, generational healthy money habits that maybe you didn't get when you were growing up, but that you can pass on to your loved ones and to people that you touch, so that other people start at a much more informed place. So I just encourage you to just look at the paradoxes in your physical life and know that it's not a mistake that you are also experiencing in your spiritual life. So just be blessed. God bless you. May he keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you and give you peace. All right. See y'all next week.